Throngs of youths gather, but the feeling on the streets of southern Beirut is one of relative calm. Sporadic shooting has been heard in the city overnight. There's a heavy military presence, an ominous reminder of Lebanon's 15-year civil war. But this is nothing compared to earlier. Police used tear gas to disperse protesters who tried to storm the Prime Minister's office, repeating opposition calls for him to resign. Lebanon's religious communities are divided between those that support Syria's Bashar al-Assad and those that back the rebels. Thousands had gathered for the funeral of the assassinated intelligence chief Brigadier General Wissam al-Hassan. It turned into a political rally. Many here blame Damascus for Friday's car bomb, which claimed al-Hassan's life. He'd helped to uncover Syrian involvement in a bomb plot in August.
These men accuse Najib Mikati of being too cozy with the Syrian regime, a regime they blame for the assassination of a prominent intelligence chief, and they want him out.
Actually, we're not leaving this place until we go for our goals.
And what are these goals?
To take Mikati out of this Sarai.
Okay.
Once this government go out, we will go from here.
The opposition had called for the whole of Lebanon to mourn top security official Wassim al-Hassan, and thousands responded. Turning out to pay their respects, yes, but also to make a statement. This mass showing was as much a political rally as it was a funeral, a demonstration against Syria, against Bashar al-Assad and his allies. There are fears of further violence.
I call on the judiciary, do not be afraid. The people are with you, and I call on the security forces to be steadfast. You have the support of the people. I call on the politicians and the government and the political authorities not to cover up the criminals' actions.
Former Prime Minister and opposition leader Saad Hariri had openly accused Damascus of being behind the bombing, which killed 8 people on Friday, fueling tension ahead of the funeral and raising fears that Syria's civil war is spilling into its volatile neighbour, stirring up old enmities, political and religious divisions.
Angry crowds stormed the Grand Sarai, which is very close to where I am now. I'm at the Market Square where the funeral just took place. We heard shots a short time ago, intensive firing in the air from the police. They also used tear gas, and we understand that there have been some injuries. Sirens are still wailing just some meters away from where I am now, heading towards that area of the Grand Sarai. Now, the reason, of course, they were trying to storm the Grand Sarai is that the crowd that gathered here today at an event that was as much a political rally as a funeral for Wissam al-Hassan, the security chief. The reason that the anger erupted here was that people had gathered to express their anger about the Syrian regime, which they accused of being behind this Friday's assassination. They also wanted to express their anger at the other parties in Lebanon that support the Syrian regime, including the current government, which is dominated by Hezbollah, which has close links to Syria and to Bashar al-Assad. So that's why they want this government to fall. They say that the Prime Minister Najib Mikati failed to stop this from happening. They say that these links with Syria are no longer acceptable. And it was a very angry crowd today. And there was also a lot of sectarian tension. This was really today a Sunni show of strength. We saw Salafi flags, many Sunni party flags, and a lot of the people that we spoke to were expressing sectarian sentiments towards the Shia community, and also, of course, a lot of anger against Syria.